It's your boy Chevy. We are back with another video. What I'm gonna pop in today is Shawty's car needs an oil change done. So what I'm gonna do today is get an oil change done. I ordered all the stuff, it's here. We should be able to change the oil out on her RAV4. This is a Gen 5 RAV4. Hopefully this helps you guys out. This is a very simple process. Let me show you what we're working with on the table here. So we got the YZZ N1 oil filter. We got new drain plug gaskets. Got one of these to take off your oil filter extension, just in case you need it. Got a socket, 14 millimeter on a 3/8 wrench. I got this guy because I believe I got to take off this little under panel. And then, last but not least, 0W16 motor oil. You need about 4.5 quarts for this car. This is about 5 quarts here. So I'm gonna make my way over to the car, jack it up, pop the hood, open up everything. Awesome. And now we're over at the car and the hood is popped. Gonna go ahead and take off this guy. So that way, when I drain the oil, it can drain and flow out a lot better. Take this guy, old tip here, you sit it right here. Now the reason you're gonna sit it right there is because if you try to close the hood without putting that cap back on, it's gonna stop the hood from closing. This ensures that you put the oil cap back on the car before you drive off. All right, coming from underneath the front of the car, down here, you're gonna see it's this plate. We're gonna take out this screw. There's one more over here, another one back there, and another one over here. Now, once those screws come out, this under tray is gonna come out, and then we'll be able to get to our oil filter. All right, under here now. Perfect. This is size 10 millimeter. Make sure your eyes are protected, because sometimes there's a lot of dust, rocks, and things all up underneath this. Not so bad. Just showing you guys underneath here. Oil filter's right there. Drain plug right there. Let's get the guy over here. This is what it's gonna go into. And I grab the rest of our tools so we can change this out. Now, just as some advice I've given, when I first started working on cars, my first cars I ever worked on were actually Toyotas. Worked at a local Toyota auto dealership, wrenching on them, and I actually went through the auto training program at the college to learn how to work on them properly. Now that I got the tool on there, I'm gonna slowly start to crack this free. All right, I can take my tool off now because I've already loosened it up a bit. Let's go ahead and crack this thing free. Take this watch off. Last thing I need is for my watch to get all oily. Here it goes. Now what you can do is, some people like to really twist it off real fast. You can let it drain until most of it is done and it's dripping here, depending on how much time you have. Let that drip down until not a lot's coming, like right now. And then work the rest of the way off. I'm just gonna twist it off, counterclockwise. Now once you feel it come off the threads, you'll lean it forward. That way a lot of the oil is spilling in here instead of getting all down your arm. Just like that. Super successful. I mean, look at my hand. No oil on it. Can't say the same is gonna happen when I take out this drain plug though. All right, I'm gonna move you guys over and crack that drain plug free. Get your 14 millimeter on there. Crack that free. And I like to apply pressure into it as I'm twisting it off. That's to sort of block the oil from shooting out until I got all the threads loose, and then pull it off. Just like that. A little bit of oil spilled back, but it's going into our thing like we want it to. Perfect. Let's go ahead and let that baby drain. I'm gonna take this, remove the gasket off of here, and put a new one on it. All right, so now we're back over at the bench. I'm gonna grab one of these gaskets, put that right on top of there, because I already removed the old one. So this one is good to go back onto the car. Always make sure that you have just one gasket between the drain plug and your oil pan. If it doesn't come off with your drain plug, it could be still stuck on the oil pan. You're gonna wanna make sure to get that off. Otherwise, you will have oil leaks dripping after it as soon as you're done. But now that we got this on here, we're good to go. We can put this back onto the car. Also, all the links for everything that I'm using here is gonna be down in the description. So if you wanna do an oil change on your RAV4, click those links. It helps the channel out, it helps me out, helps me continue to make videos like this. And I hope you guys are enjoying this content right now. Now, as that is draining over there, we got drain plug ready. We got this, we got the new filter. I'm gonna take this little cap off of here, this little plastic piece to protect it. Now, if you notice, this already is lubricated. If you buy the Toyota official oil filters, it's already pre-lubricated. Force of habit, I always take a little bit of oil, put it on my finger, rub it around the ring of that oil ring, just so it can go on there and glide real smoothly and get real nice and tight and give me a secure fill and secure gasket. So let me show you guys. So boom, I'm over here, dipping my finger into the oil now. Coming right here, finger got some oil on it. I'm just gonna go here and rub along the top of that too. Just gonna make sure everything is nice and lubed up, ready to go. Wipe my fingers off, boom. And I think it is finished draining now. So we're gonna go back over to the car and add this on. All right, guys, we're back under the car. We're gonna actually get this guy onto here. Gonna go ahead and screw this in now. Put that on there. And we're gonna torque this down to 30 foot-pounds. But before I torque that down, I'm gonna put the oil filter on. All you're gonna do is make sure it glides on there nice and smooth, twisting it up. And then what you wanna do is once that gasket makes contact, you're gonna wanna turn it and twist it till it's tight. About 3/4 of a turn after that gasket makes contact. And it's just with your hand. Got my torque wrench. Let's get this guy on here. Perfect, perfect. 30 foot-pounds. Last but not least, I like to take a little bit of brake clean. Just to spray the areas off. And what that's gonna do is get rid of any oil residue. Wipe it nice and clean. Next, I'm gonna put the under tray back up here. Last screw in. Perfect. Now, all I'm gonna do is pull all my stuff from underneath here, actually lower the car back down. I'm pretty positive I don't have any leaks, but if you were nervous, leave it up. Don't put that under tray on. Put your oil in, let it run, check for leaks or anything like that. But I've been doing this for quite a bit, so I'm pretty confident in the ability that there's no leaks here. And yeah, I probably just jinxed myself, but you know how it goes. I'm gonna drop this thing down, put the oil in top, run it for a bit, then go ahead and check. All right, gangs, what I got here, I got 5/4 of some good old 0W16 from Valvoline, full synthetic. And what I'm gonna do is pour it in here. And I'm gonna go for 4.5 quarts. Now you might say, hey, manual, I see 4.8. It's much easier to do a little less than too much and try to get some out of it. I bet. So we had about 1/2 quarts left in this. Put this cap back on here. Now I'm gonna start it. Let it run for about 10 seconds. Then I'm gonna check the oil dipstick. So give me 1 second. All right, so it ran for a second. Pull the dipstick. Wipe it clean. And you make sure your car is parked on a level surface when you're doing this. Dip it back in. Boom, all the way, and pull it back out. Check the levels. We're about right here. I'm gonna add a little bit more, bring it up to this level. But the oil is right where we want it to be. We got the oil right where we want it to be at now. And when I say where we want it to be at, you want it to be in between. There's 2 dots on this line. You want it to be in between there. Boom, close it up. Oil change is done. Now we need to go to the inside and reset the light. All right, so now that we got the car, I'm gonna press this button here down, press it twice. It's gonna turn the car into accessory mode. Now you're gonna use these controls here to navigate this screen, and I'm gonna go over to the gear. I'm gonna press on the gear. I'm gonna go down, and you're gonna click vehicle settings. You're gonna press your OK button and hold it. Then you're gonna scroll down to scheduled maintenance, reset data, reset complete. Perfect. Just that simple. I'm gonna scroll it back to whatever you normally use. I'm gonna turn the car off, and then I'm going to start it up to make sure it happened, and it worked. Boom. No more scheduled maintenance. And just like that, the car has had an oil change, a successful one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was great for you guys to be able to actually see that, and it helped you guys through your steps. Remember, I'm gonna put the links for this stuff down below. It helps the channel out. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. And also, I got a happy wife now. Peace. What's good? It's your boy Chevy. We are back with another video. Bro, what I got popping for you today, if you see in this video, this is actually a continuation of the vehicle maintenance I'm doing on Shawty's car. So if you saw the last video, I showed you guys how to do an oil change on the car. What I'm gonna show you guys today is how to replace a cabin air filter. What is a cabin air filter? Now, a cabin air filter goes on the inside of the car. Sometimes they put it on the outside, and what it does is it filters the air that's coming in and flowing through the car. So whether that's your AC on, any of that stuff, and it's gonna give you that fresh air. So when you sniff it in, you get none of the smells, the bad smells, none of the dirt, the dust, none of that debris is flying in through your AC or your vents. This is what this is for. Let me show you guys how to change it out on the RAV4 here. If you guys don't know, this is my wife's 2019 RAV4. Love this car, she loves it, it's great. It gets the family around pretty much very easily. But we gotta do some basic maintenance on it. So now, talking about the cabin air filter here, I am here on the passenger side door, right inside of here. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna actually open up your glove box, right? Over here on the side, it has this little spring, right? And that's what sort of compresses as you open and close. That's what sort of slows it down. We need to take that off of there. The way you do that is you're gonna get your finger on the back of there and you're gonna pop it off. Boom, just like that. I'll show you guys one more time. I'd like to put a thumb here to sort of block it from coming too far out and then pull it back, right? Now, at this step, we have clips here, right? And the clips on both sides are holding it in place. Let me show you guys sort of how we do this. So what you're gonna do here is actually take your fingers and push in on the sides, allowing this to swing down, right? Don't swing it all the way down because all your stuff in here is gonna fall out, but I'll show you. You allow it to sort of come down like that, and now you're in a great spot. Inside of here is actually where your cabin air filter is. So at the top here, this is where all of your AC is blowing the air through here and is working its way through your vents. So up at the top here, you're gonna pinch this guy here. So once you've pinched this guy here, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna slide it out like that. Perfect. Now right behind here is your cabin air filter. Now when you take this out, be careful not to spill anything on the back side, because you don't want it falling into your fan. And right here is our cabin air filter. Now this almost looks like one that you can reuse. I don't know, maybe I'll clean this one up, but I got a fresh one in the garage. Perfect, this is a new cabin air filter. I'm gonna make sure I put links down below in the description for you guys if you're trying to get a new cabin air filter for your car. This one, I like these ones. They're not expensive, very cheap. So now with this guy, once again, like I told you guys, I'm gonna try to blow this one out and maybe do some research around it. Maybe the previous owner put one that was reusable inside of here, which would be pretty cool to keep that functionality. But for now, I got a fresh one right there. And I'm gonna take this one out of here and possibly clean this one up and reuse it at a later date. Now, I'll take this guy out of here. Cabin air filter. Take it out of the bag. And there's ones that go all over the place, right? Some that have charcoal in them, and that's still supposed to help with like odor and scent and things like that. Oh, it is. This one's a K&N. All right, so now some very important things you wanna make sure when you replace this. If your filter tells you which way the airflow is flowing, this one says the airflow is flowing up this way. When it comes in through the car, it's actually going down like this. So you're gonna wanna flip this over. That means this is going to be the top of it, right? Because airflow is going that way. On this, when it goes back in your car, it's gonna tell you which way is up. Make sure that the up is facing, the arrow is facing up. So airflow down through the up way. So let's go ahead and put this in here. Perfect. Now let's go put this into the car. Now we see my up arrow. I'm gonna go ahead and slide that back into place. Perfect. Now that's back in there. Remember, this one has an up arrow on it as well. This side slides in. This side sort of pops into place. Let's do that. just for a closer view for you guys. You can see here, I'm sliding those clips into there and pushing it into place over here. Perfect, perfect. And I always like to just like check around it. Give it a slight little tug, make sure it's nice and in place. Now, some people, when you take this off, you may actually have this whole piece come out. On the back side inside of here, there's little clips that this piece is popped into. You're just gonna wanna pop that back into there. Can you see it down here? Right here. So you're just gonna hold it up in here, push it back into place if that happened to you. But now, all we're gonna do is bring up our glove box, put our piece back into here, and then all you gotta do is lift your glove box up. Boom, now it's into place. Start putting your stuff back into the glove box. Close it up. Last but not least, let's test it out and see how it sounds. Now you wanna just really listen for any whistling noises, things that sound abnormal. Start the car up. My AC rolling. I'm just gonna put it on full blast right now. Seems perfectly fine to me. I think we did a great job, completed. And honestly, you saved yourself about $70 at the dealership because they're gonna charge you $70 just to change that out for you and the filter. The filter was only about 10 bucks. There you go. Anyways, it's your boy Chevy. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. I'll catch you in the next video. If you use those links down below, it helps the channel out, helps me out, helps me continue to do videos like this. Make sure to leave those comments. I like to see those comments and see what you guys are really interested in seeing on the RAV4. Peace. All right, so next thing up on the maintenance docket is an engine air filter for the RAV4. Now, in order to change out the engine air filter, we gotta pop the hood. So the hood is popped here, and then right here under the hood, in this box right here, contains the engine air filter. Now, in order for us to change this out, there's gonna be a clip right here. I'm gonna pull that back, really easy, and then I'm gonna pull this clip right here back. Boom. Then, you just gotta angle this thing up and out. And you'll reach your hand down in here, grab your engine air filter, and pull it right on out of there. Boom. That's your engine air filter. All right? Set that over to the side. Let's grab our new one. We got a fresh, clean one right here. Looking good. Now, I'll just tilt this up again. Get our hand underneath here. Slide it into place. Right, and you're just gonna make sure that it's sitting fully flush down in there. And let me show you guys on the back side. Back in here, you just wanna make sure that these two tabs, there's one over here, right? One right here, and one right here, are completely pushed in. So then you push it down like this, and then you're gonna bring your clips up and over. Perfect. And then this one over here too. Boom. And just like that, engine air filter is completely changed, and that takes less than a minute. If you know what you're doing, you're not recording and stuff like I'm doing right now, less than a minute, you can change your engine air filter. Remember, I'm gonna put links for all of the things that I'm showing you. Oil change, cabin air filter, and engine air filter down in the description below. So you can go ahead and pick up those products for yourself. If you pick those up and you use that link, it's gonna help the channel out here. It allows me to make more videos like this to help you guys out. The final step we're gonna do, start the car up, make sure everything feels fine, and then we're good to go. She's running perfectly fine, no check engine lights. We are in a great spot now. I'm gonna close the hood, and there you go. There's your maintenance. It's your boy Chevy. We're signing out with another video. Make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
Okay. What's up? I've been on a paper chase for months. I've been on a marathon for months. All in all, I can't just get enough. I know